so number 18 was kind of an interesting one. It's asking us to find the measure of each angle in the triangle shown below. So we've been given the arc measures, kind of. We've been given the arc measures. We know that ZX is equal to this. We know that arc XW is equal to this, and then of course ZW is equal to 150. Because we've been given that, we should be able to solve for X, because we know that all the arcs added together equal 360. So that's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to say 7X minus 30 plus 4X minus 2 plus 150 equals 360. Okay, so if you add all of that together, we should end up with 11X. Here we've got negative 30. Oh, let me see here. I think that we will end up with 11X equals 242 when all is said and done. You should be able to add this, and then bring it over here to 360 and get 242. Interestingly enough, 11 goes evenly into 242. When I realized that X is equal to 22, I thought, oh yeah, I'm probably on the right track, right? Because I got a nice whole number, which is always a happy place. Okay, so now that we know that X is equal to 22, we should be able to find all of these arc measures, okay? So let's do that next. Okay, so here we have 7 times 22 minus 30, okay? So 7 times 22 minus 30 should give us 124. So that means this measure right here is 124 degrees. All right, the next one, we can say 4 times 22, so there's a 22 here. 4 times 22, that will give us, I believe, 86 for this arc measure here. All right, so is that enough to help us find the measure of angle Y? Well, yes, because remember, people, that when you have this angle or this arc measure minus this arc measure and cut that in half, that'll give you this angle, because these are intersecting outside the circle. So we can say 124 minus 86 divided by 2 is going to give us the measure of angle Y, all right? Which I believe comes out to 19 when you're done solving that. So 19 is the measure of angle Y. Okay, so we're 1/3 of the way done. We just need to find X and Z yet. Okay, so for X and Z, we'll need to think a little bit carefully about this. We know, if we know that X is equal to, let me look here, we'll grab my calculator here. Okay. So for the measure of angle X, we know that if this is, let me just make this yellow here, we know that this right here, right? So this angle measure, 150, or arc measure, 150 plus 86, if we cut that in half, that should give us the measure of angle X, I believe. So let's add 150 plus 86 and divide it by 2 to get angle X, okay? So 150 plus 86 divided by 2 is equal to 118. So 118 is the measure of angle X, and I do believe that is correct. Let me check to make sure. Yes, okay. So now we should be able to do the same thing with angle, well, no worries. We got the triangle sum theorem, right? So for angle Z, why don't we just do that? Okay, so angle Z would be 118 plus 19 plus angle Z, equals 180. So you can just subtract. So we got 180 minus 19 minus 118 will give us 43 degrees, and angle Z is equal to 43 degrees. Okay, we need our degree symbols here. I'm just realizing I missed that. Okay, so pretty cool. You can find out a lot of information using all the theorems and stuff that you've learned so far. Okay.